Hello, my name's Crystal. I am posting a how-to video on YouTube with getting your 8mm tapes onto your computer using the Diamond Media One Touch. I have the Diamond Media One Touch VC500. Okay. I bought my camcorder back in 2004 when I was pregnant with my twins and used it all the way up until 2007 when everything converted to digital. The camcorder that I'm using right now is the camcorder we bought to replace the tapes. So once tapes became obsolete, everything moved to digital. It was really hard to get the information off of here onto my computer. I've tried multiple times over the years in frustration, anger, unhappiness, all kinds of emotions. I've ended up just throwing the tapes in the safe and think about dealing with it later. The problem is that these tapes don't last forever and we can't watch it. We couldn't watch it unless we huddled around my old camcorder. If my camcorder died, what would I do? Would I have to try to buy a used one from eBay or somewhere else so I could just watch the tapes? I wanted to save the information. It was 3.5 years of a wonderful time in my life, and I didn't want to lose it. The camcorder that I have is the GR DX75 from JVC. It says here that the provided accessories that it came with an S-Video audio video editing cable, which it did not. I have all my manuals, I have the software, I have the charger, I have everything. There was no cables. In the book, I did a bunch of research. It was saying that you can just hook a USB up to this guy and hook it right up to your computer and download straight to your computer. Well, that doesn't work because there's no driver for this device. Visiting JVC's website, even now, 2017, there is no driver for this device. So yes, you can hook it up to your computer, but your computer can't talk to it, so it doesn't know what to do. In 2015, in my highest frustration levels after buying FireWire and all kinds of other things, trying to put things on my computer, I found this on Amazon, and it's the Diamond One Touch Video. I couldn't get it to work then, so again, in the frustration, I put everything away and tucked it all away. 2017, my New Year's resolution was to get this working and to get my information finally off of my discs or off my tapes and onto my computer. First things first is this is older software, so it's for Windows 8 is what is on here. So what I did is, because I have Windows 10, is I went ahead and uploaded the software. And there's two softwares that you want to upload. You want to upload the Easy Grabber and you want to upload the Arc Soft software, both of those. Okay. At that point, my computer still wasn't reading things. I assumed it was because Windows 10, Windows 8, it was so different that I ended up going to their support page. It was the weekend, so they weren't open. I couldn't talk to anybody. And I went to their website. Let me back up. Is diamondmm.com. Let me zoom in on that. Apologize for the wobbly. I don't normally make how-to videos, but I felt compelled that if I could help somebody, so bear with my wobbly stuff here. So what you want to do is go to the support page. So you click on support at the top there, and then you come down here to download drivers. Okay. I downloaded 3 drivers, and again, this was just me at home trying to figure things out on my own. I downloaded the video capture driver, I downloaded the sound card driver, and the video card driver. So what this does is it's a zip file that gets saved to your computer. You have to go into each zip file and open it up and then hit find the file for extract, and that's going to extract everything and put that in. Okay, so I did that, and then I could see things on my video grabber. So I had opened up the software for Video Easy Grabber, and this is what popped up. And then when I had my device hooked up, it was recording, and the sound was there, but there were just all these squiggly lines everywhere. So I made sure I was on S-Video and that it was recording the way I wanted it to. And so it looked like it was working. Everything was great. I downloaded all of my files. I could listen. I could open it up with the Windows Media Player. I could hear it, see it. There were a few places where it was disconnected, like the audio would stop and the voice, you could see somebody talking, but there was no audio. And then like about 15 seconds later, the audio popped up, but it didn't match. So it was like those old movies that the voices just didn't match the lips. But the biggest problem that I had with it was that when I went to go pull it into my PowerPoint or pull it into my Adobe editing software, it couldn't read the file. And so I went back and did it again, but it wasn't pulling the audio. So I was having a lot of trouble with the audio. So instead of giving up, which I almost did, I opened up the ArcSoft software. And this is where I had success. So I opened up the ArcSoft software. I plugged the S-Video into my camcorder because S-Video is the only port I have. I didn't have AV cables. USB and S-Video was all I had. So I hooked the S-Video in. This is the cable that comes with the Diamond Capture software. It comes to these guys. So I hook the S-Video up to this. I hooked the yellow to yellow, red to red, white to white, and this guy just kind of sits on its own. Okay. This hooks up to this. So these are now connected together, and then it goes into my computer right here. Okay. There's a few different things on the software. The first thing you want to do is you want to capture your video. So that's going to bring up a new screen. Okay. And I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. What you're going to want to say is you're going to want to make sure it says capture device. Capture device is what is the source. The video input for me is this S-Video. If your camcorder is different and you have the AV cables or whatever, you might use the composite video. But for me, I only have an S-Video. I tried playing with the sound. The one that worked for me was the analog audio in. Okay? I didn't do anything with device settings. And then I came down here and just picked a folder where I wanted my file to save. Okay? So now I'm going to capture. Hello. Now I'm trying to get myself and the glare out of my screen. I'm going to capture. So what I did was at first I hit capture here because I don't mind having a little bit of blue on the screen when I first start. The green shows me that it's recording. And then I hit play on my tape. Now it's going to pop up. My tapes were an hour long, so I just left it to do its thing, checking back every so often. Here it gives you a time. If I can focus in on that. So it gives you the elapsed time. So I just set my alarm for 50 minutes, and I'd come back and just check everything. Okay. So this is a test here. So we're going to stop. Okay. And now it has saved that file. Okay. It's here until you delete it. You can delete. Okay, and it's not going to delete it from your computer. So wherever you saved it to, I saved it to my hard drive for easy right here. So it is right here. It's this last one. Okay, and it saved it to an MPG file, which you can play if you just open it up, your Windows player. Okay, I said that, and now it's not going to want to do it. Open with. I'm wondering if because I have it tagged in here, if it's not going to do it. Anyway, I was playing it from there, but I didn't want to save it as an MPG file. I wanted to save it as an MP4 file, because even this file here, I couldn't drag it into my Adobe editing software. I couldn't drag it into my PowerPoint software. So I wanted to just save everything to an MP4 file. Okay, so now that I have my file recorded, I'm going to drag it down to here to convert it. Okay, so this is just a test, but what I was doing was saving hour-long videotapes. So next you're going to edit. I didn't really do anything with. I figured I would just get it to the MP4. I'll move it over to my Adobe editing software, which is what I'm more comfortable using to do any edits. Then I moved to produce. Here I just clicked on to create a file, and I picked file type, file format. I want the MP4. There's a lot of options of what you can save it to, and then where I want to save it to when it's done. Okay, so we're going to browse here. We're going to test 2. Okay, and then now it's just converting that to the MP4. It's going to give you a timeline, and it's scrolling through. And then that's going to save that. Now I'm going to have it as an MP4 file. Okay, it'll tell you when it's successful. And then I can go back to edit here. And you can keep these in here if you want, or you can delete them. If you delete them from here, again, they're still on your computer. They're just in the, they're just here. Okay, so we're going to close this out. Now we're going to go over here to my file. And here's that test 2. Now it's an MP4. And I'm just have that blue screen at the beginning while I got the rolling, and I was perfectly fine with that. Now I have my videos. My kiddos at the zoo. So that's what I did. If you want to leave feedback, if you have any questions or anything, I'm definitely no expert. All I can basically show is what I did, what worked for me. There is support through this Diamond website, and you can get help there. Just for me, they were closed, and I was anxious to get it rolling. So have a great day. I hope all is well, and I wish you the best.